Man, peace reflections. We are back on here with another live video. We're back on another live. This live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel either sometime today or sometime tomorrow. We got a lot to discuss in this live, y'all. We got a lot to discuss, y'all. Like this is one of my probably one of my most deepest lives. Maybe so. Like this is a deep live, y'all. This is a very deep live. But let's go ahead and get more into it, right? I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to the Most High for giving me these amazing downloads, dropping this amazing information on me from no cap. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love always deeply. Also, I'm sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments. Also, if you wanted to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at humbleollie2times. Let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. When we're talking about slavery, the truth about slavery that they don't want you to know about, right? Etc. Disclaimer. If you aren't ready to hear about slavery, if you feel like you're going to get in your feelings, etc., then you might want to click off this video a lot. You might want to click off this video now, right? I'm not going to be disrespectful in this video. I'm not going to be racist in this video. But what I am going to do in this video is I'm going to keep it real in this video. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm going to tell you what it really is, bro. I'm going to tell you a lot of what it really is. Let's get more into it, man. So look, right? With slavery, right? There are some things that you know they did tell us about slavery, but there's a lot of things about slavery that they tried to like keep on the hush mode, right? So the thing is with slavery is, you know, like in school they taught us like, oh, you know, we had buckets on our heads, we was running around naked or whatever story they told us, and you know, we was just like just kind of like doing whatever, right? And then they came over here with these ships, came and got us, beated us or whatever, but then eventually, you know, we let you in our school systems, you know, we let y'all start eventually drinking the same water fountain as us. Let me break down a lot of what, let me break down some of what slavery was, right? See, a lot of slavery was manipulation, right? Having the light skins in the house, having the dark skins outside, that's the whole manipulation tactic. They're both black at the end of the day, right? Why is one in the house and why is one outside? Why couldn't they both just all be in the same place? It's a manipulation tactic, right? They wanted us to go against each other, right? So it was like, let's make the lighter ones go against the darker ones. Let's make the darker ones go against the lighter ones, right? But in reality, y'all both the same thing. Y'all both goddesses and gods. Y'all both so-called black, right? This is one of the main reasons why in today's society, a lot of dark skins don't like light skins. This is why in today's society, a lot of light skins don't like dark skins. But in reality, y'all are the same thing. It's just one of y'all has more neuromelanin than the other. And that's another thing too. A lot of people don't want to accept that. If you are darker than somebody, you have more neuromelanin. If, like for me, I have neuromelanin in me, obviously. But to somebody who is a lot darker, they obviously have more neuromelanin than me. A lot of light-skinned people don't want to accept it. Like, oh, no, we have the same amount. No, you do not. If somebody is darker than you, they have more neuromelanin than you. That's the honest truth. If somebody is lighter than you, then they have less neuromelanin than you do. That's just the honest truth. Y'all are both still black. Y'all are both still gods. Y'all are both still goddesses, but y'all just one of y'all has more neuromelanin. The other one has less neuromelanin, right? It's a genetic thing, right? Hi, what's up? What's up, S? What's up, Skib? My bad if I said that incorrectly. Now look, right? With slavery, right? A lot of slavery was manipulation, right? Oh, we're not going to let y'all in our schools. So now y'all are going to feel like y'all aren't worthy. Now since we got y'all feeling unworthy, we got y'all feeling low vibrational, later on we're going to let y'all come in our schools. Now you feel worthy. Now you feel like you mean something because we're allowing you in our schools. But in reality, these schools that we're letting you in, we're actually going to reprogram your subconscious mind, right? We're going to, because the thing is, like right now I'm speaking what? I'm speaking English, right? Our ancestors wasn't speaking English originally. We was beaten into speaking English, right? A lot of black people are what? If you tend to notice, a lot of black people are what? A lot of black people are Muslim, but bro, a lot of black people are what? A lot of black people are Christians. Why is that? Because in slavery, we was beaten into religion. We was beaten into Christianity. Yes, you were. We was beaten into Christianity. I have nothing against the gay community at all. I do not. But the main reason why a lot of people are gay in today's society, or bisexual or pansexual, is because of slavery. A lot of people back in the day was not gay. But in slavery, they used to rape us. They would rape the kids. They would rape mothers, fathers, daughters, sons. I'm telling y'all what happened, bro. And that's a genetic thing. So if this young goddess got raped and then later on she has a kid, that energy gets passed on. So yeah, her kid might not be gay, but 12 generations later, their great a grandkid or whatever, he or she might turn out gay. Right? It's the reason behind everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh well, they're just gay because they're just gay. Yes, that could be the case, but one of the main reasons why a lot of people are gay is because of slavery. A lot of people in slavery started to become gay and bi and become like they don't know which one they want to choose is because of slavery. And the thing is, when you have a kid, you pass down genetics. A lot of people think when you're passing down genetics, it just means, oh, I have my mother's and my dad's facial features, or, you know, I have their height, or I have a similar physique. Yes, but passing down genetics isn't always just facial or body or physical. Sometimes it's also mental and spiritual. Everybody in your family, just about everybody in your family is a hothead. Then you turn out to be a hothead. That's not a coincidence. Look at your genetics. Most of the people in your family are hotheads. So, and then you turn out to be a hothead. A lot of people in your family are calm. So you turn out to be a calm individual. Yes, you still have the free will to still be a calm individual, even if a lot of people in your family are still hotheads and very aggressive. But what I'm saying is, genetics isn't just about a look or a physical appearance. Genetics can also be a personality, right? Certain gestures that you do. You might do this a lot. Whole time you picked it up from your aunt. Your great aunt used to do that. She used to, every time something goes her way, she used to, you see what I'm saying? But we don't, a lot of us don't be like tapping in enough to realize these things, right? Now, some people are gay because, you know, that's really what they want to do, and that's fine. That's fine. But a lot of people are gay because that energy has been transmuted and has been passed down from slavery. I'm telling y'all. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm not gay. I like women and women only. But I have nothing against the gay community, right? I rock with the gay community because a lot of people who are gay, they're being themselves, right? They're being themselves. That's what we're supposed to be. A lot of times we want to be cool. We want to be, I get it, bro. But being cool, what being cool really is being yourself. Being cool is being yourself. You see what I'm saying? Being cool is doing what you actually want to do. That's being cool, to be honest with you, bro. If you're doing something to try to please other people, that's not being cool. Being cool is being yourself. Being cool is, I'm going to do this because I want to do this. That's what being cool is, to be honest with you, bro. Now, here's the thing, right? With slavery, right, it messed with our minds. How do you think that looked on a mother? A mother watching her husband get raped. How do you think that made her look? And then the son, the daughter, their kids are sitting here watching this. They would make us watch this. What type of effect do you think that has on somebody's mind? What type of effect do you think that has on somebody's mind, right? Now, another thing is too, right? What a lot of people don't realize is about slavery is that slavery was mainly manipulation. Yes, slavery was mainly also a lot of physical abuse, most definitely. But a lot of it was also manipulation. Manipulation. When they would beat us, they would have everybody come together and watch our people get beaten. Why is that? To create fear. If you know anything about wars or about fighting or about conquering or being a king or whatever, then you might know that to be more dominant, right? A lot of people would do this back in the day. To be more dominant, after they would kill somebody, whatever, they would put their head on a stick and let everybody see it. This creates manipulation. This creates fear. This changes the subconscious mind. Like, oh, dang, I was thinking about doing something or trying this dude or whatever, but dang, look at all these heads he done collected. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, right? It's a mental thing, right? So with slavery, they would purposely have everybody come together and watch these individuals or this individual get beaten or get tortured, etc. They would light us on fire, right? They would do all different types of things, right? I'm telling y'all what really was going on. I'm telling y'all a lot of information that was going on, right? So the thing is, right, with slavery, right, We was programmed. Right? They programmed us to believe in Jesus, bro. We wasn't, we what? We goddesses, we gods. What? We got programmed into going into the churches. They used to beat, and I'm not going to hop over this. I'm not going to skip over this. They used to beat us in the church. They used to beat us and kill us and whip us in the church. Yes, they did. The same church that you be going to now, they used to whip us in churches back in the day. They used to rape us in the churches back in the day. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They used to rape us. They used to hit us. They used to beat us. They used to curse at us. All of these. They used to do so much negative things to us in the church. What you think the KKK is, bro? Why does the KKK have crosses with them? What do the crosses represent? A lot of y'all don't know what y'all be praising for, bro. No, y'all don't. If you look at the KKK, don't they have the same cross as Jesus does? As the Christian's cross does? A lot of y'all don't even know what y'all praising, bro. And I say that with respect, bro. A lot of y'all do not even know what y'all are actually giving thanks and giving praise to. A lot of y'all do not, bro. Another thing with slavery is they was changing our names. They was changing our names. We had righteous, ancient names that actually meant something. For an example, my name is Ali. It means I'm a god, literally. I'm one of the highest, literally, etc. My name has a meaning to it. If your name is like John or Peter or like, they used to change our names. For real. They would beat you and be like, what's your name? Because they're trying to change your mind to think that this is really your name. Right? They could have just been like, yo, change your name to this. They wanted you to feel like your name was really this. So they would beat you until you really thought that that was your name. And then now you have kids and you're in fear. So instead of giving your kid a real righteous name, you give them some name like Peter or John or Joseph, something that doesn't align with their purpose. I don't have any kids, but the thing is, bro, when you have kids, you're supposed to give them a name that aligns with their purpose. My name aligns with my purpose, right? The stuff that I do, the stuff that I talk about, it wouldn't make sense if my name was Peter or John. It wouldn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? Maybe so. My name is Ali, right? I don't have to tell people what I do. My name naturally represents self. Ali. I'm a god. I am that I am. Right? A lot of people's names don't really align with them. This is another reason why it'd be so hard for a lot of individuals to tap into their purpose, to tap in with the real them, because for one, you don't even know this ain't even your real name. This is from slavery. This is from slavery. You think way, way, way back in the day before slavery and all this other stuff started, you think your name would have been John? If you so-called black, you think your name would have been John, Henry, Joseph, Mark, etc.? Your name would have actually meant something. You would have actually been proud of your name. A lot of black people, they're not proud of their name. That's why a lot of black people be like, oh, call me this, or call me a nickname, or call me D, or they'll like say half, they're like, bro, just say half my name. Don't even say my full name. Right? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, these people, they really programmed us, y'all. For real, they programmed us, right? And since they programmed us, y'all, right? Since they programmed us, right? They programmed our minds, right? And they tried to program our souls. And since they tried to program us so much, right? A lot of us started to actually believe that, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm John, I'm this, I'm that. Right? It was a mental thing. It was a mental thing. It was a spiritual thing. It was an emotional thing. It was a physical thing, etc. Excuse me. See, the thing is about slavery is, in these school systems, etc., they're only telling you bits and pieces of slavery. They're not really going fully in depth about slavery, right? You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of our ancestors would jump off the boats. Why? Because they knew death was better than bondage. That phrase, they said that phrase in Black Panther. Remember when Michael B. Jordan was like, because death is better than bondage, right before they, you know what I'm saying? Right? Because we knew we couldn't die no way. We goddesses and gods, we're not going to die no way. We're just going to transcend. Right? You see what I'm saying? What a lot of y'all don't realize is bro, slavery, it never stopped. Once slavery begun, it never ended. No, it didn't. Slavery still goes on today. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Slavery still goes on today. If I go walk in an all-white place, or it's mainly white people in there, and I go walk in there, I'm going to have people stare at me. And I'm not doing nothing to nobody. I'm not bothering anybody. Why is that? Because slavery still goes on today. But if I was a white person, people wouldn't be looking at me like that. Slavery still goes on today. We've just transitioned to different forms of slavery. But slavery still goes on today. What? If a black person talks back to a cop's ready to shoot them. A lot of cops are. A lot of cops are ready to tell them to step out the car. But if a human being, or if a Caucasian or an Indian or another race does it, a lot of times they be, you see what I'm saying? Racism still goes on today. We're still in slavery. Where do you think working a job comes from? They made us work jobs. Sun up to sundown to sun up to sundown. Working in the field. Is that not slavery? We're doing something that we don't want to do, but we have to do it. If not, they're going to kill us or torture us. Is that not slavery? You have to go work a job. If not, you're going to be homeless. You're going to have nowhere to go. Is that not slavery? Is that not a different form of slavery? They manipulated us a lot. This is why a lot of you people today think you still not in slavery. A lot of y'all today think y'all really just, oh, nah, bro, slavery over with. Oh, slavery's over with. Okay, so why can't you go buy fruit without paying for it? Even though fruit comes from nature, it comes from Mother Nature. Why are you paying for it? Why are you paying for it? And anything that's in a grocery store is poison. I'm letting you know now, it's poison. Anything that's in a grocery store, it's poison. I'm letting you know now. I shop in a grocery store. Anything that you get from it can be Whole Foods. It can be one of the best grocery stores on the planet. If it's at a grocery store, it has some type of poison to it. It is not 100% natural. It don't matter if it's fruit, veggies. You can get the best ground beef you want to. Whatever the case is, you are still somewhat eating and drinking poison. That's a fact. That is a fact, bro. That is a fact. It's the honest truth, bro. It's the honest truth. You see what I'm saying? It's the honest truth. It's the honest truth, bro. Let me read some of these comments, bro. Right? Let me read some of these comments, bro. Okay, so somebody had said this a while ago, right? Somebody said, with that logic, then my whole family would be gay, which isn't the case. Listen, bro, what a lot of y'all don't realize is there's a thing called duality. What is duality? Duality, in other words, is called balance. Everybody on the planet will never be gay. Also, everybody on the planet will also never just 100% be straight. Why? Because it's a balance, right? If you watch a movie, right, you're going to have a superhero, and then you also might have a what? You might have a villain. Life is balance, right? So, yes, a lot of people became gay, and a lot of the reasons why is because of slavery. But some people aren't going to be gay, even though their family, a lot of their families got turned out to be gay, etc., because of slavery. It's called duality. It's called balance, right? That's like saying, oh, everybody on the planet is going to be tall. No, that's balance. Some people are very tall. Some people aren't very tall. That's balance. That's duality, right? Of course, everybody in your family isn't going to be gay. It's called duality. It's called balance. It's called life, right? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really understand and understand a lot of what duality and balance means, bro. You see what I'm saying? You think I'm finna wear the same t-shirt every single day? No, it's called balance. It's called duality, right? You see what I'm saying? You think you're gonna have the same hairstyle every single day? No, it's called balance. It's called duality, right? You see what I'm saying? Right? For real, like a lot of y'all, like, you feel me? And I'm not trying to be mean and disrespectful, just, bro, like it's kind of like common sense, bro. You see what I'm saying? Bro, what? You see what I'm saying, bro? Somebody said, that ever happened to you or just people you've ever met? The thing is, that happened to a lot of black people. So, yes, it happened to my people, right? You see what I'm saying? It happened to a lot of other black people as well, right? You see what I'm saying? The thing is with slavery, though, not every single black person was in slavery, though. I don't think every single black person was in slavery. There's always been more black people than there is of any other race. You can put all the other races together. It's still not going to be more than black people. Black people, even though we're not black, we're goddesses and guys, we are the majority of this planet when it comes to all the other races. We are the majority. You can believe it or not. The news could say something else, but if the news is saying something else, then they're lying. Bro, it's more black people on this planet than any other race combined, and that's facts. But yes, I don't think all of us was in slavery. Maybe so, but maybe not, because it's so many of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much land on this planet that they don't even want us to know about. You see what I'm saying? Because like with Antarctica, right? The thing is with Antarctica, right? Antarctica, they keep it cold over there. Antarctica is really a hot environment, very hot environment. This whole place is a hot environment, to be honest. They purposely keep it cold over there. A lot of our ancestors are over there, right? It's a lot of different stuff over there. It's land. Oh my gosh, I'm finna get even more deeper. It's land over the ice wall. Like no, like literally, it's people. Like it's maybe not people, but it's definitely land over the ice wall. Right? Why do you think like you can go to Antarctica, but hey, we're not gonna let you go to certain places in Antarctica. You can go to the Grand Canyon, but hey, we're not gonna let you go to certain places in the Grand Canyon. You can go to Egypt, ancient Kemet, but we're not gonna let you go to certain parts because they don't want you to. They don't want us to tap in. Our ancestors are over there. They're over there. They don't want us to tap in. They don't want us to tap in, bro. They do not. And the thing is, they're talking about some, oh, it's 52 states. It's this many countries. They're lying to you, bro. It's way more land on this planet than they are telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's way more land on this planet than they are telling us. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's land over. It's so much land over the ice walls. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's so much land on this planet. It's so much land on this planet, bro. What's up, Luke? There were kings and queens in Africa. The thing is, like, with this whole, like, king and queen thing, right? Like, the thing is with king and queens is, right, is that, like, if you are black, right, you can call yourself a king and queen if you want. If you want. But, like, you're a god. You're a goddess. Calling yourself a king and queen is actually lower. A king and a queen is way, bro, I mean, tremendously low compared to a god or a goddess. I know a lot of black people, we like to say, what's up, king, or what's up, queen. I mean, you can, bro, but you're a god. You're a goddess, bro. Now, if you're a human being, yes, you can become a king. You can become a queen, right? You see what I'm saying? But if you are so-called black, bro, you're a goddess, you're a god. You are way higher than some king and some queen or some prince or some emperor or, you know, etc., bro. I'm just going to be real with you on that, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Somebody said it's not a planet that works. Wait, hold on. Let me. It's not a planet that work comes from a Greek word for wording star. We are a geocentric flat plane. So you said we're a geocentric flat plane. So you said something about a flat plane, right? I guess I'm guessing that you're talking about maybe Earth, the planet. The thing is with the planet, right? Like rather if it's being flat or a circle or whatever. First of all, the planet is frequency. So if you're on a certain frequency, the planet can look like something totally. I'm gonna give an example, right? I don't do any drugs, but people who do drugs, right, who smoke or whatever, right, they enter different frequencies. This is why somebody who gets on drugs, they start seeing things, right? But somebody who's not on drugs, they're right with them, like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? I don't see anything at all. Because y'all are on two different frequencies. So to somebody, some people really think, oh, bro, the planet is flat. The planet is flat. To some people think the planet is round. It's more so perception and energy. It's energy, bro. It's energy, right? And work. You said something about working or work or something, right? Working for other people, doing stuff that you don't want to do. A lot of that comes from slavery. Working comes from slavery, right? Now, I think what you might have been saying was that the word work comes from Greek or whatever. I don't like, I haven't done a lot of research on that, if any research at all. But what I do know is working comes from slavery. Working comes from slavery for sure. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But now though, But yeah, though, y'all, like a lot of like the thing is about slavery too is right. They forced us to eat meat, y'all. We originally wasn't eating no meat. We originally didn't eat no meat. We wasn't like originally, bro. We are goddesses and gods, bro. We wasn't eating no meat. We was barely. Some of us was barely eating. Excuse me. A lot of us wasn't even eating, right? Because we are light body beings. A lot of us are, right? We don't like we're like plants, right? We're like plants. We don't really have to eat a whole lot, right? We really don't. Now in today's society, yeah, you might have to eat a whole lot because we're not on certain frequencies like how we were back in the day. Some of us aren't, but back in the day, like really, really back in the day, a lot of us wouldn't even really eat a whole lot. We would eat from the sun because the sun naturally gives us energy. We might have some fruits, a couple nuts or something like that, some dry nuts or whatever, something like that. Um, like maybe a fruit salad or something. Like, I'm saying? Some water, of course, natural herbs, etc. Teas, stuff like that. But we didn't need a lot of food, right? We was vibrating so high we didn't really need to eat anything. Some of us wasn't eating or drinking anything. For real. Some of us might eat 1 or 2 meals that whole month or that whole week. Like for real. Like sometimes we would be in wars or fighting or whatever and be on an empty stomach or whatever, right? But we've been so programmed now to where our body and our avatar has been designed in a way maybe so to think, oh, I need 3 meals a day. You do not need 3 meals a day. It might feel like it now, right? Because of the vibration and the programming that's been done to you. But if you start cleansing more, etc., you can naturally get away from that 3 meals a day, right? First of all, do you use number 2 every day? Second of all, bro, the thing is that it takes hours to just break down 1 meal. So why are we eating 3-4 meals a day? You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all to like fast, but what I'm saying is that originally we didn't have to eat a whole lot. A lot of us didn't. We didn't have to. I'm just being real with you. What's up, dawg? My bad if I'm saying your name wrong. We're talking about slavery, right? The truth about slavery. Somebody said we need 1 meal. We need 1 meal a day of meat. Okay, so look, right? Let's talk about meat, right? So if you are not black, yes, you do need meat, right? But you need to be eating the best, healthiest meat you can possibly eat. But you also need fruits and vegetables. Why? Because you are a hybrid. You have animal DNA in you, and you have a little bit of us, so-called black people's DNA in you, right? We created y'all. We designed y'all very interestingly. So y'all require certain types of foods. Y'all require really the best type of meat that you can get. You need to be eating the healthiest type of meat you can get, but you also need to be eating the healthiest type of fruits and veggies you get. You don't need to be eating just meats only, and you don't need to be eating just fruits and vegetables only as well, right? You ever notice how a lot of white people, they'll be like on a vegan diet, right, or vegetarian diet, then for some reason they just go back to eating meat? Yes, because genetically speaking, you're supposed to eat meat, but you're also supposed to eat fruits and veggies as well, right? This is why a lot of times, this is one of the main reasons why a lot of white people and other races that aren't black have a hard time maybe somewhat like staying on the vegan diet or the vegetarian diet or the alkaline diet. Yeah, because you're genetically speaking, you're supposed to be eating meat. Now, if you're somebody like myself, if you're so-called black, you're not supposed to eat meat at all. It does the opposite. It weakens you. It can weaken you, right? You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to eat meat. If you are so-called black, you're not supposed to eat meat. You're not. You're not supposed to eat meat. And the thing is, with 1 meal a day, now if you're doing 1 meal a day, that can be a very good thing. If you're doing 1 meal a day, that can be a very good thing because you're letting your time digest more, you're helping your body cleanse more, and you're also in a fasted state. So since you're in a fasted state, you're naturally going to be in a calorie deficit. Excuse me. So this is good. This is a good way to burn weight, to burn fat. This is a good way to slim your body out as well. But when you're fasting and 1 meal a day or 2 meals, it's imperative to go at your own pace. It's imperative not to rush. You don't want to overly do it. Oh, I heard Ali talking about fasting. I'm finna go on a 12-hour fast. But you don't fast consistently. Why would you just immediately go on a 12-hour fast? Go at your own pace if you're going to fast. Not just with fasting. Anything in life. It's imperative to go at your own pace. It's imperative not to rush. Sometimes we make more mistakes when we rush, right? We're all going to make mistakes, obviously, because we're not perfect. But sometimes we make more mistakes when we try to rush, right? You see what I'm saying? But yes, if you are so-called black, you are not supposed to be eating meat at all. No, you're not. You're not supposed to be eating meat. You're supposed to be eating fruits, natural fruits, natural vegetables, natural waters, natural teas, stuff like that, eating from the sun. That's what we're supposed to be eating. Nuts, fruits, berries, stuff like that is what we're supposed to be eating, right? I'm just being real with you. Why do you think a lot of black people have diabetes? And because a lot of it comes from what you're eating, right? You're not supposed to be eating that. A lot of people ate meat, and that meat is still in their body, and that meat's been in their body for years. Meat takes a very long time for us black people to digest. You know why? Because your avatar, your body isn't designed, it wasn't originally designed to eat meat. But since we are gods and goddesses, we are very strong and very powerful. But you're not supposed to be eating meat. No, you're not. You're not supposed to be eating meat. Meat is it's flesh. It's kind of like maybe like flesh. It's negative energy, right? How do you think these animals felt before they got killed? They was in low vibrational energy. Like, dang, this man about to kill me. He about to kill my family too. They was in low vibrational energy. And energy doesn't die, it only transmutes. In other words, energy doesn't die, it can only change or go somewhere else or transcend. Energy never dies. So now you're eating that energy. This is the thing, bro. When you eat food, you're not supposed to feel stuffed. You're not supposed to feel sluggish. You're not supposed to feel like oh man, man, if I had to work out right now, man, it would take me a minute to finish this workout. Food is supposed to give you energy. It's supposed to give you just enough of what you need. You're not supposed to be full. Oh man, I'm bloated. I'm gonna just work out tomorrow. No, food is supposed to have just the right amount, right? Which a lot of us don't get. I can show you how to change your smoke detector. Why do all black people have trouble changing their smoke detectors? What are y'all talking about? So basically in this live, I'm talking about slavery. I'm decoding and I'm breaking down certain things about slavery, etc. That's another thing too, y'all. Sometimes when I'm live, if not all the time, I'm still going to talk about the main topic, but I also might talk about other things as well, right? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Okay, so somebody said we are made in the image of Yahweh and we do not have animal DNA. So look, bro, if you are not black, you do have animal DNA if you are not black. I'm going to let you know that now. If you are not black, you have some type of animal DNA. In other words, you are a hybrid. Yes, you have more than one genetics, right? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have more than one genetic, right? If you ever notice, why do you think a lot of Caucasians, when they go out and it's raining, why do you think they smell like a wet dog? Because they have animal DNA in them. Why do you think white people, bro, tell me I'm lying, white people, Indian people, Mexican people, etc. And I mean no disrespect, but it's the truth. Why do you think, bro, they can go get a haircut? Bro, the same day, that same night, the next day, it's like, bro, it's like their hair is already growing back. Why does their hair grow so fast? Because they have animal DNA. They have animal DNA in them. Bro, a white person could go get a buzz cut today. The next day, bro's hair is already growing back. Give it a week. His hair is already, it's already forming back. For real, because y'all have animal DNA. Y'all have animal DNA. If you are Mexican, if you are Asian, if you are Javidian, if you are Indian, if you are white, etc., if you are not a black person, you have animal DNA. In other words, you are a hybrid. Your ancestors, if you are white, your ancestors are Neanderthal. And since they are Neanderthal, you have the genetics also of a Neanderthal. It might not be a high percentage, but you have a percentage of Neanderthal DNA within you, within your genetics, right? A lot of y'all's ancestors come from the caves, right? The thing is, we designed y'all. Yes, us black people, we designed y'all. We designed y'all in a very interesting ways, right? This is why, like if you notice, right? Why do you think when white people or like Indians or etc., why do you think when they get mad, their face like gets real like pink and stuff and like or like whatever, right? Because like y'all have animal DNA. If you look at a white person's skin and then you go look at a pig's skin, it's kind of similar, isn't it? Animal DNA. Like I'm not, bro, like it's the truth. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's the honest truth. Why do you think you smell like a wet dog? You ever been up around Caucasians and like you just smell their scent and it's like, bro, what does that smell? It's like, it doesn't smell really dirty, but it doesn't smell like really clean either. It's like a little like strong little smell. Kind of smells similar to a dog, doesn't it? Like, right, because they have animal DNA in them. They have they're hybrids. They have animal DNA in them. I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. You ever been around an Indian or a Mexican or a Caucasian? Like, dang, what does that smell like? It's like a little strong. Like, they don't smell like super duper bad. It might not smell super duper bad, but it's like a little animal DNA. Why do you think some people have green veins and some people have blue veins? Different genetics, bro. Different genetics. I'm telling you, you don't gotta believe me, bro, but I'm telling you, bro, it's different genetics. Why does this person have blue veins and why does this person have green veins? Because they have two different genetics. They have two different genetics, bro. It's the honest truth. But yeah, though, y'all, I'm finna hop off here in a minute, y'all. But slavery is still taking place. Ever since slavery has started, it has not stopped. Most of slavery was physical abuse, manipulation, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, etc. Slavery is still going on today. We got beaten into Christianity. We got beaten into religion. We got beaten into speaking these languages, etc. We got beaten into going against each other. We got beaten into colorists. We got beaten. A lot of us got beaten into being gay, bisexual, etc., pansexual, etc. Right? You know, a lot of diseases came from back in the day, right, etc. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said this is so sad. The thing is, bro, if you just do research on what I'm saying, and if you get out your ego, it'll make more sense of what I'm saying, bro. But you don't have to take my word for it. That's perfectly fine. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, though, bro. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody joining the live. I do appreciate the like. I do appreciate everybody joining the live, right? I got a YouTube video dropping sometime today. This live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel either sometime today or sometime tomorrow. Appreciate everybody joining the live, and yeah, man, peace to all.